tonight, nearly a year after the devastating wildfires, we sit down with LA Mayor Karen Bass. Our conversation on accountability, leadership, and rebuilding not just homes, but trust after one of the biggest disasters in LA history. The case against Venezuela's ousted leader, Nicolas Maduro, and his wife as the couple appears in a U.S. courtroom. The future of Venezuela in question tonight. President Trump threatening more strikes if the current leaders, quote, don't behave. And surrounded by mud, LA County residents stuck in their homes since the Christmas storms. They want to know, when will help arrive? Good evening, I'm Pat Harvey. Ruta Bay is off tonight. Now, this week marks 1 year since the deadly and horrific Eaton and Palisades fires decimated two communities. CBS LA political reporter Tom Waite sat down with LA Mayor Karen Bass to talk about progress and even some of her regrets. He's live in downtown LA with that interview. Good evening, Tom.
And good evening to you, Pat. It is hard to believe that we faced that horrific disaster just a year ago. Mayor Bass feeling very optimistic, she says, feeling good about 2026, but she admits not everything in terms of the rebuilding has gone according to plan. LA Mayor Karen Bass sits down with CBS LA as we mark 1 year since the deadly Palisades Fire disaster. The mayor is projecting optimism.
I feel good that there's over 400 homes that are under construction right now, that there's over 800 homes that have been approved to be built, that Palisades High will open up before the month is over, that hopefully will break ground on the rec center this month, that the temporary library will be up.
And while Bass praises the progress, she acknowledges the reality of the ongoing emotional impact of what happened here.
I don't care how far they are in the rebuilding process, they didn't have a home to go to over the holidays. So that sense of loss and that sense of trauma, they never get a break from it, not until they get the keys to move back in.
In the days and weeks after the fire decimated the Palisades, Mayor Bass promised to streamline the rebuilding process, and part of that was waiving permit fees, but that's still in limbo.
So it became controversial over how much was this going to cost the city. We predicted $89 million. And now it's a question of maybe it's $250 million. And so that's where the difference lies right now. And hopefully the council and the legal team will resolve it, and I will have a law that I can actually sign.
As the Palisades fire raged on the night of January 7th, Mayor Bass was on a diplomatic trip to Ghana. That decision still haunts her.
The initial part of the fire, you were accused or that your perception of leadership was not strong because you were out of the country when this happened. I'm curious, now that it's been a year, what's your response to the critics or even potential opponents of the next election who keep raising this issue that you weren't here when the city needed you the most?
To this day, that's devastating to me. I mean, the way I describe it to people is the way you might feel if you're out of town or out of the country, if somebody that is close to you is injured or becomes ill. It doesn't matter where you were. It doesn't matter why you were there. The point is you weren't there when you were needed. And that, to me, still cuts to the core. Having said that, though, one of the things that I think has been so disappointing is the way some people have really just preyed upon confusion, deliberately putting out misinformation.
Bass says she can take the criticism, but she will remain laser focused on rebuilding and restoring what was lost and lifting up Angelenos.
And then the beginning of this year, I'm really excited about all that faces us. I mean, in 6 months, we'll have the world here for the World Cup. And I think that it's time to rally Angelenos again. We had such a tough 2025.
I asked Mayor Bass if some of these crises that have faced the city over the last year or two even have given her any fatigue. She says no, she is in this to keep fighting. Reporting live downtown, I'm Tom Waite, CBS LA. Pat, back to you.
All right, thanks so much, Tom.